it's not hurting me when I talk or when you guys talk or laugh. It really is.
You never thought that he could turn down the volume?
I never thought to ask. I think about it all the time.
Let me cover up this dog fart.
Turn down for what, guys? A cough? We can do it. Oh, that's a good sound. Chugga, 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 luck.
But yeah, that remake of that Danish movie, Speak No Evil's coming out, or it just came out.
Yeah, I've been hearing that. That's a horror movie, right?
I guess. So I watched the original. Was not scary. Was not good. Nothing happens. And it's another one of those ones where you can see it coming a mile away.
Mm-hmm. Like it's supposed to be a twist, but you already got it.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Black movie. Oh, shit.
What, one of the Key and Peele movies?
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for saving me. You're
Key and/or Peele.
You know what my head was at. What's it called? Get Out.
Man, Get Out. Yeah, I wasn't impressed with any of his movies.
They're pulling in the driveway in the beginning. You're like, oh, they're capturing black people to.
And then Nope was even worse.
Yeah. But, I mean, yeah, it's just like, I saw it coming a mile away.
No, they're straight up putting people's brains in psychological welfare.
It was a little deeper than what I saw coming from a mile away and Get Out, but I was like, that black man raking in the front yard is not just a black man raking in the front yard.
No, he's lost his soul.
He was definitely stolen.
Yes.
And there's a third one, right? There's Get Out, there's Nope, and there's something else.
But they're not related. Yes, there's Alien Spaghetti Monster movie. But let me ask you this about that one movie.
Which one?
The ones where they have the black people. Like the one shows up to the party in a Pharrell outfit. He's like, I know you from high school, man. Where you been? Right? So he has had his consciousness pretty much zapped into someone else. His skills and his power.
It's a white in there.
Oh, he's like, I'm just a lonesome, sad, old existing guy. No,
I think it's an old white got put in a young black. Isn't that what they were doing?
I can't remember, but yeah, there's like
we want your body because they're stronger and faster. And I'm like, only if you're playing basketball. I mean, do something else, and you don't need to be.
Maybe the lady that had that one was just had him as a slave.
Wait, I think I might have not seen that one. I think I saw the third one that I'm thinking of, where like there's like a shadow version of each person.
Oh, that one I audibly laughed the whole way through because they were like, oh!
Yeah, dude.
I was like,
yeah.
Dude, why are they just screaming?
What is
nonsense?
that one called? I don't think I've seen Get Out. I've only seen the other two.
Oh, well, that's you. I ruined it.
Us. It's called Us,
What
right?
does she say? She's like, you left us underground.
How was no one laughing their ass off while they were making that movie? Were they not like, this is the stupidest fucking thing I've ever seen?
Yeah, Us, I think it was called.
Yeah, that movie was so bad. But hey, we were talking about Speak No Evil.
No, but
It sucked.
I want to talk more about Get Out because the plan was at the end. Remember the guy who does the movie and he like explains, don't worry. It's just a generational thing that we've been doing forever. You're part of a greater cause. You're going to be harvested for a greater cause. They make him watch the intro movie, and then they wheel him into the surgery. Oh, you haven't seen it?
Yeah, I guess I haven't seen it.
They wheel
I
him.
thought I did, but I don't think none of this is ringing a bell at all.
So they had lined up for surgery. They had stapler guy, and he was like, "I want your eyes, man." He's the blind guy. He wants his eyes. He pretty much just wants to be in him.
Stapler.
But yeah, he wants to become a new renowned guy.
Office Space and Dale from King of the Hill.
And he was in
You're
Bernie.
Right. Do they just so in that white guy's body will be the black guy? He's gonna be like, "What the fuck? I'm in this body now." Is that the deal?
I think so.
But
what's
okay,
that
so
show
wait. Oh, Bernie Mac.
Is it called Bernie?
The Bernie Mac show?
Just Bernie. It's a movie.
There's a movie called Bernie with Jack Black.
What movie what show am I talking about? It's over
Bernie.
B. It's got the guy from Saturday Night Live in it.
I don't know.
Becker.
No. No. It's a show that just came out a few years ago.
A show. It's not a movie?
What's the tall, skinny guy? He's in Forgetting Sarah Marshall. He's the stepbrother.
Oh, Jason Segel.
No, the stepbrother.
Oh, John C. Reilly?
No, God, no. He's the stepbrother in
Will Ferrell?
In
Adam.
Forgetting Sarah Marshall. What's that guy's name?
You're derailing.
Bill Hader?
Yeah, Bill Hader.
Okay,
What's that show that he was in called? I called it Bernie.
Barry. Yes, Barry. There we go.
Stapler guy's in that.
Is he? He's in a lot. He's had a good career.
One last question about the movie.
Bernie.
If they were going to do a clean swap at the end with blind guy and black guy, the new boyfriend, and he was just going to be in each other's bodies after
That's
that.
what your girlfriend wants.
I know she does. But more importantly, what happened? What was the Pharrell guy then? Is he a white guy? Is he that lady's wife? That lady's husband? That old lady's husband is now in that body?
Yeah.
And he's like
And
just
she
a
is
senile
fucking
fuck.
Stoked.
And he could still get hard though. He's like a senile fuck.
And he can like dunk.
Yeah.
Do high jumps and hurdles.
Big old piece
But
on
he's
him.
acting. But he acts so spaced out and not happy. He's like, Hey, everybody.
He just transitioned it into it. I only seen the movie once because I did not want to be subjugated to it more than once.
I'm wrong. He's not weird until the camera goes off. He's like, hey, yeah, nice to meet you. I'm a nice guy.
Until the camera goes off?
And then he takes a picture of him sneakily, but his flash is on, and it triggers him, and he has a flashback of who he really was. And he's like, get out! Get out! And he said the thing.
Yeah.
Get out.
He
said
that?
it. He said it.
God, I hate that movie even more now.
Dude, apparently in the Rings of Power, they say that. They say the Lord of the Rings in like the new season, and everyone's like, they said a thing.
That's awesome.
You will be the Lord of the Rings.
I saw a trailer for that the other night when I was really fucking stoned and on my like big TV, and it looked fucking crazy. Is it good?
I didn't. Yes, it's good. Sorry. That is good.
It just looked crazy.
I thought I was about to
That,
sip
that
a-
visually is appealing, but I heard the orcs are woke now.
Yeah.
In what movie?
Lord of the Rings? What's it called?
They got a new one?
I don't know what anything's called. This sucks.
Rings of Power.
Oh, I have seen that. It's probably like a series or something. I've seen this on, what was it, on Amazon or something?
Yeah, do you have a Fire Stick, maybe?
No, I got
Or
a
Prime,
Roku.
a Prime Video account?
I do have a Prime. Everyone's
If you
got a
go
Prime.
onto the Prime Video account and you leave it, it'll play ads. I get angry. And I think it played me a, God damn it, Power Ring.
Rings of Power.
Yeah, but that, it was visually appealing, but I heard the orcs are woke.
You know, I really thought that J.R.R. Tolkien guy was like from the 1700s. He's not that
Might as
long
well
ago.
be, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't it like, when were they written? Want me to guess? I have no idea.
I think they were written
40s?
in the early, it's like early 1900s.
That can't be right.
No, it's early 20s to 40s, whatever. But start the show.
Yeah, I thought it was 1800s at the newest.
Oopsie, never mind.
What?
I had one thing more to say.
About Barry?
No, it was about Lord of the Rings and or Rings of Power. In the Rings of Power, what was I going to say about it?
There's like a hot elf lady.
Orcs. That it was something about orcs.
They're woke.
Yes, in the old movies, they're just like, a horde of orcs. They're like,
And now
a
this
hive
is like,
mind.
I miss my wife.
Right. It's like
Where did we talk about this already? Where did I hear this before?
like stormtroopers in Star Wars. That happened to them. Like, oh my god, what am I
Yeah.
seeing? I'm taking my helmet off and I'm going to stop.
I'm a black gay man.
That's Finn right there. He almost thought he was going to hold a lightsaber. Okay.
Did he hold a lightsaber?
I haven't seen any of the new Star Wars content either, but
Good.
Troy be watching it though.
He held one and used it, but he threw it and it wasn't a Jedi. He used it though.
Did he try to do this? And it didn't work?
No, he didn't try to do that.
He did try to do that and it didn't work. I didn't make that movie. I've never seen them, but they did that. There's no way they didn't do
Maybe they
him
did that.
reaching for the thing and it not working. Because you think it's going to happen. You're like,
He doesn't think he's going to be a Jedi by though.
oh.
He just, it's not like he's like, I want to be one. He just wants to help.
He's just the first guy you see in the first new movie, so I just figured he was a Jedi.
Him and Poe are supposed to be gay, they say.
That's what I said. He's a black gay man.
Yeah. And
They say. I've only seen that movie with them in it, and it's obvious they want to fuck. It's like Samwise Gamgee.
yeah.
I thought he was going to lean over and suck his fucking cock.
Who?
Sam and Frodo.
Oh, yeah.
There's a porn like that, a high budget, like a well done porn where they're like a outdoor, low light. They're dirty. They're on their way to Mordor, and they're like, you know what, Frodo? It's time to suck your dick. And they do it.
I like the idea that they went through the whole adventure together, and at the very end, when he's in that bed, that's when he sucks his dick.
In the bed.
Remember at the end, he's like, and they're all like jumping around, and you're like, dude, can we go home yet? It's 1 a.m.
Yeah.
Those movies I can only have watched one time. I've never rewatched any Lord of the Ring movie. I never thought they were that bad, but like,
I'm pretty sure I saw them all in theaters, like a fucking loser.
I brought a pack of Lord of the Rings to rip tonight.
I saw one of them in the theaters with my cousin, and my cousin hadn't seen the other one. He's like, that was the best one yet. I remember him saying that. Been like, okay, dude.
I saw one for the first time at a youth group pizza party. Boring, I thought. I saw two.
That's sacrilegious.
I thought it was boring at first.
It's sacrilegious.
My youth pastor was cool at that time. That guy. But then I saw Two Towers in theaters.
You
The
should just
coolest
play the
movie
Eminem
ever.
show.
It's time for the Romeo show. Holla Romeo show. Holla Romeo show. Remember that?
Little Romeo?
The show.
Man, I forgot till just now he had a show.
Wasn't allowed to watch that one.
I mean, Nick Cannon had a show. Little Romeo had a show.
Wasn't allowed to watch any of those.
No, My Brother and Me.
No.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, that was totally off
Cousin
limits.
Skeeter was the really big breaking point. He's like, that one's not even real, and I still don't like him.
All right, roll that. Let's start it. I'm starting with the Romeo
Let's
show.
start it
intro.
up. He's having a little bit of trouble with the link, but we're going to figure this out, though.
We're going to do the Romeo
I think
show.
we can get to
intro.
the bottom of this.
Yeah, I think so.
I opened Mike's compartment here, and I can't get it closed. I'm freaking out.
I don't know the episode, but it's okay.
69. Isn't that funny?
Yo, what up, everybody? It's time for the Romeo Show.
Oh my God.
Romeo Show.
Yeah.
The Romeo
Yeah.
Show.
Yeah, if my dad heard this coming from my room, it would be like,
It's me, Master P. What's up, y'all? Master Palmer here.
it's me. I don't understand the reference.
Hey, Little Romeo's Master P's son.
None of this riff-raff in my house, my father would say.
Adi, adi, hey. Okay.
I think it made me a better man, not being allowed to watch anything like that.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You are a better man than I.
If he heard that, I'm serious. It would have been footsteps stomping down the hall. Get that shit off right now.
Hey, everybody, Shut My Mouth Wide Open podcast. Kevin Palmer, Jack Armstrong,
hey.
Michael Tall. We got the son of William Montgomery coming on tonight, boys and girls.
That's so cute.
He's a very cute guy. Got a cute voice.
I finally watched the second Madison Square Garden one.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like that they brought William out first.
Is that the one with Biden and Trump?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was okay.
It's always fun. I like seeing those guys, man. It's so fun.
Being Biden would be so easy. You just talk nonsensical. Huh? What?
Yeah. Huh? The faces are funny, though.
He did a good job with the mannerisms, though.
He did. They both do, obviously. I mean, Shane Gill's dead
Trump's easy. Trump's just like hands and mouth.
He makes it look easy, but it's not. It's not.
You're right.
Shane came out and he immediately did the
Yep.
dance.
Oh, we got Trey Campbell approaching. Let's let him into the Zoom. Let's let him get situated, get that audio connected. And we got the
Hello.
hey, I think he's got his audio connected. Can you hear us, Trey?
Yeah, I can hear y'all. Can y'all hear me?
Hell yeah, we got you loud and clear. We're about to bring you on the show. We got the one and
Perfect.
only Trey Campbell coming on the program
Hello.
right now.
Welcome, Trey.
There we go.
Hello, how's everybody doing?
Doing good, man. We had you frozen there for a little bit, but now everything looks crystal clear and perfect. That's the exact guy that we know from the show right there. How you doing, man?
I'm doing all right. I just got off work. I just got home. Probably gonna go get some chicken tenders in a minute, but that's it really. It's been pretty good. It's been a whirlwind.
You gonna get the chicken from Whataburger?
No, I had Whataburger the other day. I'm thinking of going to Popeyes.
Oh yeah, we got that around here. We love some Popeyes.
Yeah.
I used to eat Raising Cane's a lot when I was in Austin.
Oh yeah, Raising Cane's. I've had that one time in my life.
It's chicken tenders, but it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, Raising Cane's is fine. I think Raising Cane's is a little bland for me, but I get it every payday, so I kind of
Yeah.
just
Yeah, that
it's a
sauce
tradition.
helps a little bit, but yeah, it's a little bland honestly without the sauce.
I respect that.
Yeah, it is a little bland.
Man, you know what? Speaking of food, I saw the old wifey not too long ago did a food review of Whataburger versus In-N-Out. I think that's a pretty cool lane that you two could pick. We got
Yeah. Surprisingly, yeah, when we filmed that yesterday, and I was kind of grossed out by all the stuff on her face, but I thought it was pretty funny.
yeah, turn it into a mukbang.
Yeah.
a little bit.
I think we're gonna do mukbangs.
God damn.
That's a good idea.
That's our goal.
Definitely
Yeah,
do that.
Good angle for you two.
People like that
yeah,
shit.
just mukbangs.
I was on your side though with the Whataburger. I prefer Whataburger.
I've never had In-N-Out. I've never been west enough.
Yeah, Post
Yeah.
Malone was asked the same question. He said, "I don't like that tiny In-N-Out burger. I want a big Whataburger burger."
Mm-hmm.
But he's Texas
That's-
loyal.
The thing is with In-N-Out Burger, they've got some in Texas now. There's some in Austin and a couple in Houston. I think there's some in Dallas. They're expanding, but it doesn't really taste the same to me when I'm here. I always
Interesting.
think of it as like a West, like California and stuff when I go there. But I like In-N-Out Burger. Their menu is just very basic. It's basically like Raising Cane's. Their menu is not very advanced either, and I like Whataburger.
Yeah, how many chicken tenders do you want, sir?
Yeah.
That's the Raising Cane's menu.
Yeah.
And my wife has had In-N-Out. She says it's no good at all. She
Really?
like honestly hates it.
I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's bad at all. In fact, I love their burgers. I love the crunch you get around the outside of the bun.
Yeah.
But
Sounds nice.
I'm conditioned to love Whataburger. I've been here my whole life, so that's my place.
Have you been in Austin that long? What about P. Terry's? What about P. Terry's?
Pateri's is okay.
Terry's.
It's like pterodactyl with peace silent.
Yeah.
yeah.
I don't mind them. I like their burgers better than their chicken, but I'm from Houston, so we didn't really have P. Terry's around Houston. It was kind of an Austin thing, but it's looking like they're expanding.
Yeah,
So
that was an
but
Austin
like
answer
I
to
like
not
P.
having.
Terry's.
Yeah, that was their answer to not having In-N-Out for a while because it's kind of In-N-Out vibes.
Oh, so P.
Yeah.
Terry's is like fast food. I thought that was a restaurant.
Nah, it's fast food. They were definitely opening more when I moved out of Austin. There was one like right by my house on Old Torf. Shout out Old Torf.
Yeah. And when you get off the plane at the Austin airport, it's the first place you see. So it is a staple around here.
Yeah, Jack actually used to live in Austin. I know you newly moved to Austin. How you liking it, bro?
It's great. I really love how it's a smaller metropolis. I like being able to get from home to work in 10 minutes. That's not something I'm used to, but just the comedy here is really cool. Like everybody is kind of like running away or trying to get away from their old scenes and trying this for new opportunities.
Yeah, does
And,
it feel
it's
like really
cool.
saturated? Is it like too many
Yeah.
people moving, you think? Is it like oversaturated? How's it feel right now?
It's absolutely saturated. Really, I mean, you could, whether it's oversaturated or just regularly saturated. It's really a lot, and you really have to separate yourself from everybody else. And but I think if you're good, you can be funny. If you're funny, you could be funny in Austin, or you could be funny in Magnolia. Anywhere, people will figure it out eventually, I guess.
Yeah, you seem to be really rising to the top. You're at high demand. I see people talking about you all the time, honestly. Like, for instance, there's a Facebook Kill Tony group, and they'd be talking about you all the time, just based off of
Yeah.
your last episode.
Yeah, I'm very lucky we had a good appearance, and I didn't just go out there and just not do well. Doing bad on that show is still pretty cool that
It
you got
is.
to be out in front of all these people, but I'm glad it went well.
How many times have you been on?
That would have been my fourth time.
Okay.
Yeah, the
I think
first
season
time was kind of serendipitous in how I got on, but
Was that the William
other-
Montgomery brother bit? Was that the first time?
correct. Yeah, that one was my favorite because that was the first time I'd ever done comedy.
Yeah, Tony did his best to make that as awkward as possible. He was like, don't do your own jokes. And we didn't talk about this beforehand. Oh, this is bombing. But I thought it was a pretty cool.
Yeah.
It was a cool bit.
Yeah, that night was crazy. That night, my friend Crystal, she kind of demanded to ride with me to Austin. And she trying to, like, back then before I was married, I was like I really liked Crystal a lot. And she was trying to hook up with some dude, and I was really angry about it.
Wait, who's
because, like,
Crystal? Who's Crystal again?
she's a friend of mine that was, if you watch the first episode when everybody's walking in, the one I did with William, you can see her sitting next to me.
Okay.
But she's a friend. She was trying to hook up with some dude, and she wanted me to drop her off at the Holiday Inn to go bang this dude, and I was feeling really depressed.
Damn.
And I did a bunch of Adderall on the way up before, and I had like 3 or 4 vodka Red Bulls, so I wasn't in the best frame of mind. But we ended up going to that Holiday Inn, and she just kind of passed out in my car, so I just kind of took her home. And that was about 2 years ago. Now, fast forward 2 years later, she died of a fentanyl overdose.
Oh, no.
Well,
That's why you got to put that Adderall down. You never know. It could be laced in there, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm done with Adderall.
Are you really? You were saying
yeah,
on I think on your last episode, you're saying how you like some Adderall. It's over, though?
Yeah, there's been temptations. They've been all around, but I don't want to do it anymore, honestly. Like, I don't even like smoking weed all that much anymore.
Yeah,
I've just
the tide is turning. I hear a lot of people saying that. But either way, loose women and loose drugs, you're done with it, right? You got a wife now. You got a steady job. You got
yeah.
do you think you would have married Crystal instead if she hadn't have passed?
No chance.
Okay.
She was with some dude named Edwin. This dude Edwin once beat me up in his front yard,
Damn.
and he took my Washington State Cougars hat and threw it over his fence into his neighbor's yard, and I never got to see that hat again.
What has he got, a dog in that yard or something?
It was
You
a
got a hot
Sandlot
hat.
dog in there.
Yeah, I think the dog chewed it up. I never got that hat back, but he was like, you've never even been to Washington, and he took my hat and he threw it over the fence.
Wait, so you like Washington and you like the Sacramento Kings and you're a big sports guy. How come you like these out west sports teams?
Well, the reason I like the Kings so much is I've been following De'Aaron Fox for a while. He's a Houston boy.
Okay, cool. That makes sense. Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah, he played somewhere in Houston. I don't remember his high school that he went to, but I remember watching him and seeing how well he did in the tournament. And when he went to the Kings, I always really liked that purple and black color combination.
Yep.
And I always kind of just cheered for them because they had like a lot of my favorite players, like Buddy Hield, and I really liked Mike Bibby. And
of course.
all those.
You know,
Yeah.
they're thinking about retiring Mike Bibby's number. I think the Sacramento Kings are the most unhinged team ever when it comes to retiring numbers. Have you noticed this?
There's a lot of legacy teams that retire a lot of numbers too. Like the Lakers have a lot of retired numbers.
Yeah, but they got a lot of championships. Like the Kings, they retired
true.
Vlade Divac's number. They retired like that whole 2004 team basically got their numbers retired.
Yeah, that team in 2002 was really incredible. I liked them when they were bad, like when they had Travis Outlaw and Boogie Cousins and all that.
Okay.
Really loved the I never really got into basketball as heavy as I did until like LeBron left for Miami, because I was like 14, and my big thing was always NASCAR, but I just kind of hooked my wagon to the Kings, and I was like, this team's really bad, so I'm gonna cheer for them.
You
And
like the players. You're not just rooting for the clothes, as Jerry would say.
Yeah, it's gonna pay off for you one day. But
I really hope so. Like, I'm always thinking about that series they had with the Warriors. I really thought that was gonna be the year that they were gonna at least make a run for the conference championships, but I don't know what happened. I think Fox was still ailing from injuries, but
and now Buddy Hield is a Warrior, but we don't want to talk too much about basketball. These guys don't know much about it. They're going to get too bored, so we'll switch topics a little bit. I kind of want to talk more about that episode where you were William Montgomery's brother. Like,
okay, yeah,
that was your
fun.
first time. That's pretty crazy.
You got spotted on the street, right?
Yeah, so the genesis of the whole ordeal was I went to Skankfest in Houston on a whim. I bought these passes to go to Skankfest because I love William Montgomery. I think, in my mind, there aren't many people better than
He's a goofy fella. He's really good at that.
Yeah. He's my favorite. He's like Zach Galifianakis a lot, and I like him a lot too. But
He's Zach on crack. That's what he is.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, especially during that time.
Yeah.
But that year, I had some money, and I kind of just went crazy. So I just kind of bought these Skankfest tickets on a whim, and I went to Skankfest, and it was at the Secret Group, a place I would end up working at a few years later. But I went, and I knew some people in comedy before. Like, a lot of my friends in Houston did comedy, and I kind of hung out with them. But I wanted to see William Montgomery. I wanted to see all those guys. I wanted to see Doug Stanhope. And I went, and I had been on a podcast with one of my friends, Frankie McDonald. And
Oh, no way.
yeah, Frankie's a good friend to me. I
know
talk
Frankie.
to him every.
Yeah, you do. That's my own TV station, Nova Scotia.
Exactly.
He does the what? Hey, I'm Frankie McDonald.
Yeah.
I do the weather.
We love Frankie.
I was going to get to that because it's on his Instagram,
because
but
he covers our area.
we will get to that. So go on. I'm sorry. That's amazing. This is amazing. Why do these? This is always how it goes.
Yeah, it all came together in a crazy way. But I was on Frankie sent me a link to this podcast, and I was on this podcast with Shuli, a guy from Howard Stern, and I didn't expect to be on it, but Shuli kind of took a liking to me, and the guy saw me on that podcast, and he was all like, would it be hilarious if you and William did a bit? We need to find Tony and ask him. And I'm like, I don't want to do that because I don't know how to do comedy. I've never been on stage before. And
so whose idea was it? Whose idea was it at first?
It was this guy. I don't remember his name, but he's from Washington. And I met him at Skankfest. And, so Tony is walking down the street and this guy's like, all right, let's go talk to him. I'm like, nah, I don't want to bother him. And he goes up to, and he's already talking to him. And he's like, hey, we have this idea. We found William's like long lost brother or something. And Tony's like, oh my God, what a great idea. I love
No
it.
way. So he's pretty nice when you approach him on the street.
Yeah.
That's surprising.
He was very nice. And I was talking to him about his roast with Mark Lawrence. And he was very, very kind. And, he said, that's a great idea. That would be incredible. And he's doing his whole thing. And then he's all like, okay, we'll do it tonight at Skankfest. Just be ready, be in the arena, and we'll bring you up and we'll do a whole thing. And he asked me if I like Raisin Bran, and I was like, no, I don't. I didn't know the reference because I was behind on the episodes.
Well,
but I was like,
was it Raisin Bread?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's like, do you like Raisin Bread? And I was like, no, not at all.
One episode I went to was when William was throwing bread in the crowd.
Oh yeah, you were at that episode.
Yeah,
That's sick. Did you get some bread?
I know. I was up in the balcony. It was horrible.
But yeah.
Yeah, Vulcan's interesting. It was a very. I like Vulcan as a venue a lot.
I used to go to EDM shows there all the time.
Yeah, I went to one EDM show. I did.
Yeah, you did. Yeah,
with you.
Is that Exposed Roof or is that Empire?
I can't remember.
Empire is actually right across the street from Creek in the Cave. I think that used to be the Beauty Bar, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, everything. A lot of stuff's changed very quickly since I was there. I moved
very quickly.
A lot of new money in the city, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I moved right when the Creek Cave opened.
Yeah, but yeah, so he said he was gonna bring me on that night, and he's all like, "All right, I'll bring you on tonight. Just be ready. I'll call you. Just come on up." And I was like, "Okay." So I stay, and he forgets to call me. So I'm like, I go up to him after the show. I'm like, hey, WTF? And he's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Reach out to me on Instagram. I would love to have you come to an Austin show.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, sure. So I just kind of sent him an Instagram message, and I'm like, hey man, it was an honor to meet you. I don't expect anything. Thank you so much for at least talking to me. I'm a big fan and all that, all that mumbo jumbo. So, I get tickets to this race at Coda, and I'm going to Austin for the weekend. So I see Williams got a show at Vulcan, and I go and watch it. And this was right after Tony got canceled.
Oh.
He got canceled for the whole Pang Dang thing.
Yeah.
So Williams got a show called William and Friends, and it's like 30 comics. It's a ridiculous amount of comics. And
That is wild.
This is the first time I ever meet William. I go up and I see him, and I start talking to him, and I start, kind of like telling him how big of a fan I am and all that. And, Tony makes a surprise appearance. He shows up, and he does like 10 minutes at William's show, and I'm sitting there like with my jaw on the ground. I didn't expect him to show up. So then I'm going to the bathroom, and Tony just happens to kind of walk by me, and he says, hey, I haven't forgotten about you.
Nice.
Wow.
And he's like telling me, are you going to be here tomorrow? And I'm like, no, I got to work. Then we kind of lose contact for a couple of weeks. And then I'm at work, and then I get this random Twitter message, and who else but Tony Hinchcliffe messages me and says, "Hey, bro, you in town?" And I'm like, "No, I'm not in town. I'm at work." And it was completely impromptu. So I was like, "Fuck this. I'm going.
Yes.
I'm taking the day off and I'm going." So then I take the day off and I tweet at Tony and I say, "Hey, I'm coming." And then so I'm getting ready to go, and Crystal kind of bullies her way into the car with me so she can go meet up with this dude she wants to hook up with, and she's really annoying the whole time, and I'm worried about her. So then I go up and I do the set, and it went surprisingly pretty well. Tony was very susceptible to it. But at that moment, I kind of knew that, I needed to do more comedy, and that was what I wanted to do.
Well, I can tell that you're a big William Montgomery fan because your impression was pretty effortless and spot on, man. You really sounded like his brother. You did a good job.
Yeah, that whole time I was practicing in the car, and like I looked up all these random gas stations in Memphis, and
Smart.
I was like, I need to make this as like realistic as possible. And
man, you went after this like DiCaprio or something, man. You really got into the role. I like that. Some research.
He's Daniel Day.
Yes.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was I was just in the car the whole time. I was just talking like William, and it was probably no wonder this woman wanted to get away from me, because I was just talking like William Montgomery the whole way. He's probably getting really annoyed with it. But we were in the car. We were in my old Monte Carlo, and we were just taking Adderalls on the way up, and we stopped at Buc-ee's, and she bought like a whole Lime-A-Rita. And she was drinking it in the car. So it was really crazy. It was a crazy experience. I had a great time though. And then after that, I knew that comedy was what I wanted to do, because it felt pretty surreal, just being up there talking with him.
So are those the biggest shows you've ever done?
The Kill Tony shows?
Yeah. I mean, I guess probably, right?
Yeah, I would say so. I haven't really done any big theaters. I've done like a lot of bar shows. I've done a lot of shows at the Secret Group.
You starting to get like headhunted a little bit? You starting to get some promoters after you, like headlining your shows and stuff? Like, how's that going for you?
I wish I could headline. I'm trying to, honestly, I think that I could do about 20 minutes.
Okay.
I don't want to rush into it,
Yeah, don't want to get too big for your britches over there too quick.
Yeah, because if I rushed into headlining and just did an hour, I would probably look like an idiot, and people would be like, "Man, this guy, why are we giving him an hour?"
Yeah, don't want to Brendan Schaub it.
What were you saying? I'm sorry.
Don't want to be like Brendan Schaub and go a little too quick,
Yeah. I want to really the thing about comedy that makes it so special is the process. I mean, with Kill Tony, obviously you get a platform really quickly, but nobody wants to just like go into comedy and deal with the process of grinding at open mics and stuff. Everybody just wants to go straight to it. And for me, I've tried to avoid that, because I don't want to be, I don't really want to go out there and be underprepared and disappoint the crowd, I guess.
Yeah, leave them wanting more. For sure.
Yeah. I think right now, if I had to say anything, if I had to say what I was, if I had to say like the type of level I'm at, I think I could be a solid opener up top who can do 15 to 20 and maybe feature. I don't know. I don't think I'm a headliner yet. I think there are a lot more people deserving that have done it longer, but I just love learning, and I love the process of going in and
what kind of reception did you get at the
shows.
Secret show with Brian Redband? Did you get a good reception there?
So the first time I did the Secret show was at Vulcan. I've done it a couple of times. The first time was great because I only did 5 minutes, and everybody loved it at Vulcan. Then the second time I did it, I was like, oof. It was I was like really limping at the 8-minute mark. But the third time I did it was awesome because Red Band only gave me like 8 minutes the third time.
Because your wife was doing it, right?
Yeah, and then this one was the first time we both did it, me and my wife.
Oh, okay.
and we only did 5 and 5. It was kind of like a guest spot, but I had a great time. I did some jokes that I don't think I would do on Kill Tony because like I don't want to like go too crazy, but like it got a lot of laughs. The one guy in the front was really into it, and I thought that was pretty cool. That this one guy, this old dude, and his wife were like really into it. But I got a pretty good reception at the secret show, and so did Lindsay. She got a good reception too. Um, but I recorded it on my phone as a voice memo. So
Smart.
And I mean, your wife, her name is Lindsay?
yeah, Lindsay. Yeah,
She had the biggest crowd pop of the entire episode last episode. That pronouns joke really is fantastic. Like, it's hard not to bust out laughing to that.
yeah. She's really great at like being self-deprecating. I think that's really what's going to help her the most is how well she can own all of this, because a lot of people have given her a lot of shit about it, and she's really done a great job of taking it back, and I think she'll get better with more time and how much she's been writing, and she's been doing it a lot longer than I have. She's been doing it about 4 years. And
okay. What you doing right now? Slinging retirement homes?
That's exactly where she is.
All right, good. Because I know y'all need money, so good thing she's at work.
She makes most of the money, which is great. She's at work.
When you did the secret show, people hadn't had time to your episode with you two wasn't out yet, right?
Yeah, no, it wasn't out. So it was a little bit,
right.
It's very difficult to do the secret show that week of, because people haven't seen your episode. So they don't know. That was what I kind of struggled with the second time, because nobody had seen my episode. And it also didn't help the last time that the guy who went up before us, he was some dude who runs a prison podcast. He went up and he said, "All right, everybody can leave. The people here are only doing 5 minutes. We've passed the professional part of the show."
Damn, and people listen?
Yeah, and then people left. That really fucked up the momentum.
What the fuck? Yeah, that's a party foul. That's a big party foul.
What, someone from the crowd got up and said that?
No, it was this guy. He's a comic, but he also does a prison podcast. I don't want to say his name, but
he's a fucking loser.
People will figure it out. Or we'll figure it out and say it later.
He really kind of pissed everybody off at the Sunset Strip. All the employees were very upset about it.
Yeah, the bartenders and everybody. Yeah, he's fucking everyone's bag up.
We need asses and seats.
And but it kind of hurt us a little bit. And that Roman Schmidt, the guy that everybody really loves, he got to go up before us, and he got on the secret show too. So anybody who says he didn't, he got on. I saw him perform, and it was good. And I went up right after him. And but right before Roman Schmidt went on, this guy who runs this podcast where he interviews prisoners was all like, "Oh, everybody can leave now. The professional part of the show is over," and that really kind of screwed with everybody's momentum.
Yeah, I guess he figured it was like self-deprecating, but it really fucked everyone else after him up. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, and the tone that he said it in was very condescending. I don't think he knows that he meant to do it in a condescending way, but...
Well, how did Fee Fi Fo Fum do? How did that joke do at Secret Show?
That really killed. Like, everybody clapped after that one.
That's a perfect joke, man. It really is.
Yeah, me and her trying to, like, figure out a way to follow up that joke. I think we've kind of got a great follow-up joke to it that I think will work.
Tagging it.
Yeah, to tell it again, because I think that she has really good character, and a lot of people really root for that type of thing, and us together has really made it easier for me to do comedy. It's given me more confidence. But
were you up on stage at the same time, or just one after the other?
I was right after her. I was back. I was like on the side stage recording it with my phone. And, I went up before her. She likes to go up before me. we have a lot of weird we're both very autistic, like so we both have a lot of things that we're particular about. But yeah, it's really worked well. Like we've had nights where we've both went up back to back, and people have really loved it and said, "Yo, we're the best that we saw tonight," and it's been very helpful. So I really just love having her around, and she's really changed everything for the better.
So you guys are officially married or not yet?
We're not yet married, but it's easier for me to call her my wife.
Yeah.
Like we'll be married on May 3rd, 2025, I believe.
Awesome.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah. A lot of people have been like, why are you doing it so quickly? But I don't know. I just met.
You're 28, right? You're 28 years old?
Yeah, I'm 29.
Okay,
and,
yeah. It's about time. It's about time.
Yeah, I think so too. And it's just so rare that you'll meet someone that has so many similarities to you, and I was like, I can't pass this up.
And you met in the line at Kill Tony. You heard some footsteps coming up behind you, and then the rest is history.
Yeah,
right?
there's a whole nother story about that. It's a crazy story. I don't know. I might have to get into it a little bit later, but okay. I'll give you sort of the cliff notes.
Okay,
like when I got called, I went up and I think she's about to come in.
Oh shit!
That could be the neighbors. When I got called, I asked her who they called, and she was like, I don't know. And then they said Trey Campbell, and it was me. So then I went in and did the set, and then after the show, she came up and started talking to me, and we just kind of like talked about jokes and the whole introductory conversation. And then after that, we started texting, and we just kind of started really falling in love, I guess.
Had she signed up that night?
They were saying gross shit over text.
Yeah, okay.
She signed up pretty much every night. And that night, when I got on the Secret show, I asked if she wanted to come with me, and she came with me. And we were sitting in the green room, and it was everybody already had thought we were together because we were so similar, but we weren't together at that point.
Oh yeah, and I got a quick question about just the bucket pooling in general, because on this last episode, you get pulled, and then your wife gets pulled. Like, how did that happen exactly? They just knew that you two were together.
Bucket manipulation.
Is there any bucket manipulation going on? Because we've had theories for a couple weeks now that they really just kind of cherry pick the best ones, which would be you and her.
You got to make a good show. You got to make a good show.
Honestly, I don't think it's manipulated. What my plan was, what both of our plans were, we had planned this out for months. What if either one of us got called, that we would talk about the other, and we kind of knew that if I talked about Lindsay, they were gonna bring her up, because that's what they do.
Yep.
So I went up there, and I made sure to mention her as many times as I could so she could get up. And I don't think they pulled her name out of the bucket. They were just like, let's just get her up here. It'll make a funny storyline. There was that one episode where they did that, and I think that was a coincidence, mainly because I think they signed up at the same time, and they just kind of picked the next name.
Because it's supposed to be like what, 1 out of 250 odds, right?
Yeah, and the thing is, like, we had signed up every week prior to that, and we just hadn't been. We just kept signing up every time.
Yeah.
And I think it was just our lucky night.
There's been so many episodes that you're bound to see someone that you've seen, time and time again, which was kind of like you, and it seems to happen all the time.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many people there that are regulars that just go and sign up. And the best thing about signing up for Kill Tony and being at Poor Choices is all the other comics you can see, and you can kind of like network a little bit.
Who are some of your favorite fellow bucket pools? You got any favorites that you like hanging out with at Poor Choices? You like Ben Grelle or anybody like that?
Yeah, he's great. Ben Grele, I always like talking to him. My fiance, she makes cupcakes, and we always make sure to give him a free cupcake.
Nice.
I like him. I like Mars Martian a lot. I know some people say a lot of stuff about Mars, but
Oh,
I
I
like
think I
hanging out
remember
with
him. I
him.
think I remember him. Yeah, we
Yeah,
got
I
we got to
like
get in contact with
seeing
him.
Yeah, Drew Nickens is really cool. He's really a nice guy.
He
Seems
seems
like
nice.
yeah.
Yeah, he's really fun to hang out with. But I think of all the people, comedy wise, the ones that I like seeing the most, my favorite one is a guy by the name of Bill Carroll. He's my favorite comic, I think, in the city.
Wow.
He's really funny. Bill Carroll is like, if you look up Bill Carroll and his clips, he does this thing to where he tells his jokes and he gets like no laughs in the backgrounds, and it's hilarious. Like he's my favorite. So I liked him a lot, and I think he's probably comedy wise my favorite
Yeah,
is Bill Carroll.
we got to look him up. And you said you love William Montgomery. How many times have you seen him live? Because I've never even heard his stuff outside of Kill Tony, and I bet it's a lot better when it's actually his material that he's worked on.
Yeah, I've seen William about 4 or 5 times. I've seen him mainly in Austin, but I saw him in Houston. He did this place called Rudyard's, and I saw it kind of at the last minute, and I kind of conned my way into seeing him. I like we had this whole running thing that we were cousins, and we would tell everybody that we were cousins and see if they believed us. And I told Jeremiah Watkins my cousin was performing, and he kind of just let me go up into the room with him and watch. And
So
so
what state was this in with Jeremiah
this
Watkins
was in
in
Houston.
town? Oh, okay.
This was in Houston. Like Jeremiah Watkins was there, Derek Poston, a couple other people. William was there though, and that was who I was going to see though.
So you and William, you kind of bump elbows a little bit. You guys are boys, or not really?
Yeah, I think we're friendly. I don't see him all the time. I know he's got a lot on his plate, so I try not to bug him. But him and his girlfriend is really cool. I think they're saying they're gonna try and make it to our wedding. I hope they do, but I can't. I don't want to try and say that I don't know. I know they're busy, so
yeah, you're very
I guess.
polite, very nice.
Yeah, we've anytime we've talked, it's been friendly. After the episode, I talked to him, and it was a really nice conversation. And he said that we'd go to baseball games or something. I don't know.
My favorite guest or panel guest of all time is still Mr. Montgomery.
Yeah.
That was so amazing when he last was on the panel. He was tearing people up, and it was so effortless.
Yeah, his dad, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're great. Yeah, I've never met them. I see his brother a lot, Selden. I'll talk to him a lot, but William's got a lot happening, and I know to kind of just I don't want to bug him.
Yeah,
But
the last episode, William was actually saying how busy he was and he needs to take a break, and you could actually see through the character he really seemed exhausted. I was like, wow, this is getting kind of awkward.
Yeah. I try my best to. A lot of these guys that are big, if I see them, I always try to keep everything brief. The other night, I think it was yesterday when we were going to an open mic, we saw Tony Hinchcliffe and we talked to him for a second, and he was really cool. He was like, "I was just watching one of your clips," and he was he talked to us for 2 minutes before he went up at Mothership, and yeah, they're all very nice, but I know not to bug them because they're professionals, and I don't want to get in their way.
Yeah, it's not going to get you on their good side if you bug them all the time. So I think that's very smart. And how's your relationship with the Mothership? Are you getting in there for free? They love you down there, or not really?
I have a lot of friends that were. I guess I could say friends. My fiance is really good friends with a guy that works there. I don't think I could get in for free, but if I see the people at the Mothership, they know who I am, and I'll say hi to them, and they'll say hi back. I think I could get into Mitzi's. I think if I wanted to after the Mondays, I think Cam let us in after our appearance, so I think we could probably get in, but I don't know. I don't like
You don't want to push
to
it.
pry.
This guy does not wear out his welcome, and that's a sign of a good man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that I've seen so many like people get so drunk off of, all the
Power.
celebrity, and I don't want to be like that. I just want to, if I see him, I'll say hi to him, and I'll keep it brief, but I'm just trying to kind of work on comedy and do open mics and get on if when I can. But a lot of people at the mothership are really friendly, like Tony Casillas and my fiance's friend Nick Zapaglia are always really nice when they see us, and they're always very helpful and are always talking to us. So it's really cool.
So we don't want to take up too much more of your time. You guys got a bunch of any more big questions for him?
Yes, I see that your Instagram Juggalo Trey. Are you a Juggalo? Through and through?
That's funny. I don't. I'm personally I never identified as one, but there's a story behind that. When I was at this radio station I worked at called 97.5 ESPN, my old boss AJ Hoffman, he was the host of this show called The Blitz, and they had this competition called Rock the Mic. And if you signed up for Rock the Mic, you did like a tape, and then they'd let you on, and if you won the Rock the Mic competition, you became like a part of their radio station and stuff. And the guy saw my tape, and he said, "This guy reminds me of a juggalo. I don't know what it is, but he's like a juggalo." And he said,
It's fair.
Come on.
Juggalo Trey. And I at first I was like, I'm not a juggalo, but I kind of just embraced the nickname, and it just kind of became my nickname. So I've always just kind of kept it that for branding purposes for the people around Houston.
Good on you.
Yeah, we had a guest on this show the other week, and he went to the gathering of the Juggalos.
That's right.
Was it Ivory?
What was his name?
No, it's Jason Elrod.
Jason
Oh yeah, I
Elrod.
know him too. Yeah, him
He
and
follows you.
I see him around every now and again. There's a guy named Ivory that sells snakes, and he goes to that a lot. He's
Ivory.
pretty
Does he have one eye that's different colored than the other?
I don't think so. That would be cool if he did.
Why'd you say
It's a
that?
different guy. Different guy.
Okay, wow, that's cool.
It might be. I don't know. I know him a little bit, but I see him all the time. He's always in a water boy jersey.
Oh, that's
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of snake selling
Yeah.
juggalos out there. It's probably overlaps a lot.
Did you want to ask him about the weatherman anymore?
the weatherman.
Yeah, Frankie's great. I
Frankie,
love
yeah.
Frankie. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Frankie McDonald, your friend.
Yeah, my boy Frankie.
How did you guys meet? Because he's from
So-
Nova Scotia.
Yeah, he's Sydney, Nova Scotia's finest.
Yep.
When I was on Twitter, back in the day, like during the pandemic, I was bored. I was like, I need to take my mind off this, and I have like a radio station where I can go record my podcast. So I'm just gonna try really hard to like get people to come on. And Frankie tweeted something, and I was like, "Hey man, I'd love to have you on my podcast. I work for 97.5, and we've played your weather reports a lot. We love you." And not 20 seconds later, Frankie messages me, and he's like, "Yes, great idea."
I'm gonna try
And
that
then,
too then.
We're gonna hit him up. Yeah.
Yeah, he just was very quick, and so like I was like, hell yeah, I'd love to have you. And I did like a phone interview, and Frankie just kind of talked for about 10 to 15 minutes about the weather,
Yes.
and then like after that, we just became like good buddies. Frankie had a very strange request at the beginning. He said, "You write me a long letter." So I was like, okay, I'll write you a letter.
He's got a big bucket of letters.
How many characters would you say this letter?
This was a long letter. I wrote him I told him like it was heartfelt and sincere. I was like, thank you so much for, coming on my podcast. I enjoy your content. Genuinely, I think you're a brilliant mind. And I sent him the letter to his house, and Nova Scotia. And
That's awesome.
I think that's what really made him kind of respect me, because like a lot of people see Frankie, and Frankie's he's very intelligent. He can see through all this. A lot of people are like just messing with him, and
No, he's cool
like,
as shit. We're not messing with him.
yeah, I didn't think y'all were at all. Like a lot of people though will see him and try and like use him as like a lolcow, and I don't think that's fair. And I think he kind of understood that when I sent him that letter, that I was sincere and genuinely liked him. And ever since then, he just, any podcast he was on, he demanded I be on too. He was all like,
that rules.
he would send me a message and he'd be like, "You will join this podcast," and he would send me the link, and he's like, "You will join." So
for some reason, he mentions our like hometown and area by name in a lot of his coverage, because we get hurricanes up here sometime.
Oh, does it?
yeah, where are y'all from?
It's Maryland. He always says Ocean City, Maryland, Salisbury, Maryland. There's a storm coming. And we're like, thank you, Frankie.
Nice.
Putting us on the map.
Yeah,
He really is.
For all places.
That's funny. You mentioned Ocean City. I think my Aunt Joyce lives up there.
No
Oh,
way.
cool. That's cool.
Yeah, next time you come
Yeah.
down, I'll book you for a gig. I know some spots down there.
Yeah, that'd be great. I'll do comedy anywhere in the world. But yeah, my Aunt Joy lives up there. She lives with some dude that's kind of a dick that just got out of prison. So
That sounds like Ocean City.
Yeah, Rich.
he's kind of a bad guy. I genuinely think he's stealing her liver medication.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of
Why, does that even fuck you up? What the
I don't know, but he's taking it from her, I guess, from what I heard. So
Okay, well, maybe he has other reasons for taking that, I guess.
yeah, good luck to her. Isn't there a drive-in up there? There's like a drive-in movie theater, I think, somewhere around there.
Not in many years that I know of, but they're popping up all over the place. So maybe there's one up in Delaware somewhere we don't know about.
Rich Voss is coming to town like in a week.
Yeah, I think
Who?
I think he's been. Rich Voss is a comedian.
Yeah.
I think he's been through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's one of the better insult comics.
Who's your favorite comic? Give me some influences before we let you go.
So my favorite comic of all time, if I had to pick, is probably Bill Burr.
Good choice.
Oh,
But,
yeah. Man, you love some redheads. You really stay loyal
Yeah.
to the redhead community. That's some good stuff.
Yeah. But I love Bill Burr. I love Harlan Williams, Zach
He's great.
Galifianakis.
Harlan has been killing this year. And
Yeah.
and Zach Galifianakis at the Purple Onion is one of my favorite specials of all time.
Mine too. I really love Harlan, Zach Galifianakis, the obvious ones like Louis, and
Louis.
there's some comics from the Valley in California that I like called the Unbookables. I can't remember his first name, but his last name is Inman. I really like this documentary called The Unbookables. It's really funny.
Check it out.
You like
I'm
Kathy
a big
Griffin a lot?
Wendy
Kathy
fan.
Griffin. Do you like Kathy? Yeah.
No, I don't really. I
just
never
naming
really. I thought
redheads.
she was kind of a bitch. I think
Yeah.
it's different for women.
She was funny on Seinfeld.
Yeah.
She's gone downhill in the recent years. Hell yeah.
Yeah, that was 1993 or something. So I think we're good.
Carrot
Yeah,
Top. Carrot
she,
Top. Carrot Top. You like Carrot Top?
Yeah, he's great.
He's good. He really is good.
You a
I
Danny
genuinely,
Bonaducci fan?
respect him. What were you saying?
You Danny Bonaducci fan?
Who's that?
That dude was weird. He was always
like
on
old
all those
school.
VH1 shows.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
I love
All drunk and hot, looking sweaty. Not hot sexually, but like sweaty and like he was aggravated looking. Like he was temperature wise hot.
Yeah, I think he had a radio show that he did up there too. But that's about all I know Danny Bonaducci from. I don't really know his comedy.
Yeah, same. I'm just looking up
Yeah.
redheaded comedians, asking if you like them.
What are
Yeah,
you
that's
and
a
the
cool
wife?
game.
What are you and the wife watching on TV tonight?
Probably Thursday Night Football.
yeah.
He hasn't seen the whole episode yet, so we'll probably watch that or Kill Tony episode. But
Fun.
mainly,
Yeah.
mainly we just watch King of the Hill.
Nice.
Nice.
We watch a lot of that. But I love watching football, so I kind of just put football on, and she doesn't really want to watch. So
You like black and purple?
I'll be watching
you like
football.
black and purple uniforms, right? So you like the Ravens.
Good.
yeah, the Ravens
Yeah.
are cool. My funny enough, my favorite football team used to be the Dallas Cowboys, but I'm done with them.
They're playing the
Now I
Ravens
like
this week.
the Chargers.
Okay.
Where are they from? Las Vegas? Or
Los Angeles now.
Yeah.
Yeah, the LA Chargers. I like their colors. The blue and the yellow is really cool.
Definitely. Definitely. Can't argue
I
with
like
that.
a man who picks a sports team based on color. That's how I always roll.
Yeah, I like the Raiders when I was a little kid because they were just black and gray, and I was a bland little child.
Yeah, the Raiders are really scary, looking. So are the Steelers. The Steelers and the Raiders both have that.
We weren't allowed to like them around here.
Yeah, the Steelers are definitely very polarizing, especially to people up there in Maryland.
Yeah, we hate
with the
them.
Ravens and everything.
Yeah, I mean Steelers fans always get some reputation.
Yeah, they're very my
Stinky.
fiance really loves them, so she's a fan of them. But
Good franchise.
I think that what were you saying?
It was just a good franchise, though. Can't hate on too much. They are pretty good year in,
They
year
are
out.
the perfect franchise when you look at it. Nobody's won more Super Bowls than them, and they're always right in the thick of it. So
Well, should we let this guy go? We don't want to take too much of his
He needs
time.
to
He's
get
got
his
his wife
check.
thank
there.
you so much. Yeah, I'll
This was
talk
great.
all night with
That was a lot of
if y'all
fun.
want.
Yeah, really
bad.
appreciate you, man. You were definitely the highlight of last episode. So that you'd come on our small little podcast, it means a lot, man.
Of
Thank you
course,
so
yeah, I'm
much.
happy to do it. I really, you guys seem great. Thank you so much for having me.
All right.
dude.
Well, anything else you want to tell our fans before you go?
Yeah, Trey, you could follow me on Instagram at juggalo_Trey23. If you want to follow me on Twitter, my Twitter is sportsrm749. And that's it, really.
I had
I
it
just
up before and
love,
it's gone now.
All right.
I just love talking to people and doing comedy. Shout out to my mom for
yeah.
whatever
Here it is. Show
she's
the
doing.
people. Here's your shit. Instagram.
Yeah,
follow him.
That's me.
Juggalo Trey.
But
Click the follow.
Yeah.
You gotta follow
but
him, everybody.
yeah, give me a follow if you feel so inclined. I post a lot
will.
of reels. I'm gonna start posting a lot of reels of my comedy. But yeah, I hope that everybody in Maryland is doing great. I hope that Brad Keselowski can win the championship this year, and yeah, go NASCAR.
Yeah, Bobby Labonte.
Nice, man. Yeah, thanks again. And do some more food reviews with the wife, man. I want to see it. I want to see it.
Yeah, for sure. All right.
have a good rest of your
Thank
night.
you guys so much.
Later.
You too.
Whoa, what are we? Oh, you're playing stuff. Yeah. I want to pee real quick.
Yeah, what was that, Mike? What was that?
Sound effects for the
The transfer?
the transfer sound. The transfer sound effects. He was so confused. He was like, "What?" No, I thought it was gonna be the Romeo Show intro, but it was a Romeo episode intro, and it's just going.
Oh, that was Romeo Show again? Oh, the Romeo Show.
I thought it was just gonna say Romeo Show for.
Oh, man.
Oh, that was great.
I hadn't seen the Romeo Show in a long time. Just hearing that, man. It's kind of like the Nickelodeon magazine commercial that we pulled up. Pull that up. Pull it up. Pull
You
up.
want to watch the Nick magazine?
Yeah. Stuff like that, man. I haven't seen since it was on TV. Etched into my brain forever.
Is it the one with the dad plus phone equals Nickelodeon magazine?
It's 95, I think.
97 one. I remember the 97 one. You want the?
Oh, that's probably the same one. Yeah.
Is it Nickelodeon magazine? Please. Do you remember? Please.
Give it a shot.
Do you remember
I remember
Please?
Amanda, please. Yeah, it's all the same.
You're on a mission.
Nickelodeon magazine. It's packed.
This came on every fucking commercial break.
Comics and puzzles and great stuff to collect.
Great stuff to collect.
Just that.
Real live grown-up can call to
A real life grown up. That was the hardest part, getting one of those to call.
Yeah.
I had to meet weird men to call.
Had to pull schemes, put signs on people.
You never know.
I was like, why is that mom sleeping in a white room? Oh, the flip thing.
Every single
slime cake.
every single piece of imagery in this commercial is a special
Sexual.
place in my head.
Sexual.
That guy's holding all the magazines. Oh, he dropped them.
Yeah.
Dude, crush your thing so we can do a beer review.
Cool. Did you ever get this magazine? Anybody?
Danny
Anyone ever?
Tamborelli.
No way my mom would get me that.
That's young Danny Tamborelli.
I was thinking the same thing, but it's not. But I was thinking the same thing.
But
it could be, though.
I bet our guest Trey is a huge fan of his.
Yeah, I was trying to really rattle off some redheaded ones.
He goes on Legion of Skanks a lot. Do you know that?
Trey
Danny
does?
Tamborelli.
Hey,
Swear to God.
who is the prison podcast guy?
I couldn't figure it out.
There's one Mexican guy who's friends with Tom Segura. It might be.
No, the one that. No,
Oh, I hate that Mexican.
it could be Tim Dillon. It said.
No, he doesn't do a prison podcast.
Well, he was really acting like him just saying prison podcast would be enough. Come on, guys.
You typed in prison podcast?
I did extensive research while he was yapping, and I could not figure it out.
Someone knows. One of our hundreds of thousands of fans will message us.
Ben Grelle would tell us who.
Yeah.
Ben Grelle.
He's a fly on the wall everywhere in the world.
Ben Grelle is trying to get us to book him and Brian Holtzman in Salisbury.
Okay.
If you guys want to invest, we can do it.
Invest.
I will invest.
The
I mean,
most
we're
expensive
gonna have to
part
at
was
least,
money.
we're gonna have to
paying-
give him like $3,000, yeah, or something crazy.
Oh, wow.
But we'll make it back probably.
You have to do math and figure out how much of it is to when we make something back.
And then I'll hit up Wes Hanna and be
I
like,
want
we got another one for you.
$75 for my troubles.
What? That's what you want? Yeah. No, we're gonna make a lot of money. Yeah, we're gonna sell out 2 shows.
No.
And market it and do it just like we did with Norman. Yeah.
I will sell
I
tickets
have
at the
a feeling-
shop. I'll put it. I'll.
No, I have a feeling we're going to have to charge too much.
You guys, I mean,
How much were the Mark
Yo,
Norman tickets?
book
how much were
Brian.
they?
I
I
wasn't here.
forget. Okay.
Hey,
How much
I
were
got
the
an
Mark Norman
idea.
tickets?
And this is just throwing it out there. Brian will book the skate shop cheaper than any other venue, and that place is legit for a stage now. He's got the side door.
Standing room. I mean, standing comedy
Standing
show.
room.
Is that good or bad? What do you think?
Oh, he can get chairs.
We need work.
Yeah.
Work.
I mean, Brew
That place
River.
still there? Upstairs, the upstairs vibes of that workplace.
Oh, they'd sell it
But
cheap.
we,
if
but
it's,
we got to sell alcohol, and we can't do it.
But Brew River last time they let me just do it for the bar.
Really?
Yeah. I think so.
Brew River it is.
They're not going to do it anymore.
Red Lobster.
Yeah. Oh my God, that was so funny.
The room at the bowling alley.
How
Sell it
much
secret.
was the ticket to Mark Norman?
Do you remember? Was it 25? It couldn't have been more than 25.
30.
Was it 30?
Yeah.
30, it was probably 30. Yeah,
was
we could
great.
probably we can do $30 tickets, maybe
I got
$20
personally
tickets.
crowd picked.
And how much do they want?
I mean, I would imagine they said if the price is right, they'll come down. I would imagine Holtzman at least wants $3,000. That would be a steal, right? What do you think?
Yeah, but we're not people sell tickets.
Now, Holtzman though, he's
no one
pretty
knows
big.
who he is.
Yeah, he's just about as big as Mark Norman, right?
I guess
At
as
this
big as Mark
point?
Norman was. Yeah.
We need bigger name.
But that's the biggest name we're gonna get.
Joe
Ben Grelle's
List.
brand-
I want to invite Joe List and pretend to be his friend, and then stare.
Joe List
at the
was
end.
this close to coming on. Joe List was
I
this
know,
close.
I know.
And then his agent was like, "Nah, we don't want Joe List."
It's
there."
because Mark Norman said, "Do not do
Yeah,
that, dude.
yeah.
Do not go to the Red Lobster."
Man, Mark Norman was very impressed with my marketing. I remember he was like, "Wow, the way you market is really, really good." I was like, "Are you serious, man? Thank you."
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is a pretty fucking good
Yeah,
compliment.
because he's
that
like
guy's
he's used to going to places where they don't do anything. They don't. They want him to move the tickets.
Mm-hmm. He liked how proactive we were, honestly, and I was the DJ at the event and
You
played
made it
all his
easy
favorite
for him.
songs.
so easy that he was able to leave minutes after his set. So easy, he got paid off and just left. Hey, let's do a
There's
beer
po-
review.
There's a podcast
Let's do
episode
it.
where he's not done his beer. But there's a podcast episode of Tuesdays with Stories. I gotta find it where they talk about him coming to.
I have that saved somewhere.
Like, oh, geez, it was fucking crazy.
I have that saved
He's like,
somewhere.
watch
I
that.
had to get out of there. I had to leave with who's the opener?
Ari.
No. Indian guy.
Yeah,
From
that's why
Baltimore.
I say Ari. It's a name that sounds like an Indian.
Umar
Oh,
Khan.
I was so not close to having the right name by saying another 3-name Indian person's name. It probably smells funny.
I remember one of the promos I made. I merged the two like with Photoshop, and I said Mark Norman.
Umar Norman. Nice. Comedy.
Um,
We're doing
Umar
a
will
beer
come on
review.
our
I gotta
show.
be able to talk about
have
that.
you
Umar's a fan.
seen that any Flagrant podcast lately?
Flagrant. No, I haven't.
I hate those guys.
Their stock's gone down.
They're the fucking worst, dude.
Oh, flagrant. All right, let me read at you for a second. It's very quick. This is a classic Jewish-
Indian guy made me say that. That's why I said that. Sorry. Go ahead. I just wanted to say that's why I said that.
Cushy and Downy.
What?
Downy.
Downy, like Downsy?
Cushy and
Like you?
Downy. Cushy and Downy soft double IPA.
Downy. So that's an adjective for the beer.
Downy. I'm gonna do the clicky
What the
thing where I
fuck
search
does that mean, guys?
Google
Downy.
search for Downy.
That's gotta
Fabric.
be-
Fabric softener.
That's got to be a typo, right?
What
not.
else could it be? What were they missing?
Clowning? Bozo the clown.
There's no other like dictionary thing for
I
it.
feel like I got downs when I drink this.
If you ain't downs, I ain't fucking down.
But we've had this before on the pod, like maybe even in lost episode territory. That long ago.
Okay. Oh, really? Wow.
So this has got double dry hops with Galaxy, Citra, and Motueka.
Classic combo.
Motueka.
It's had time to sit and get down to room temp, and it's good.
Whoa.
Look how hazy this person's was. I always love to see who had the haziest pour.
Oh, you got a hazy one?
It won't.
Yeah, be better colder.
I mean, look how hazy that is.
Help!
Can anybody see me?
Because
Can anybody see
boy,
me?
howdy, if she got a bite of some sort.
Boy, howdy. Let me try.
It tastes so fresh. It tastes like a plant. Sometimes they do that. It is aggressively hopped.
I must say, boys, we warmed up
It's like
with...
Keef.
We didn't mention it this week, and we drank it last week, but you know what? That beer, that Imperial Light, is good.
Yeah, it's good.
I drank like 2 by myself this week because apparently last week I came home with more than I brought. Not more than I brought. It's not like Jesus performed a miracle or anything. But I came with 3, and we only drank the 1, and I guess I got pretty
You
drunk.
didn't tell me that you only drink one.
I'm getting drunk right now.
I'm getting drunk right now.
Yeah.
I gotta.
I want to
get
rock
drunk.
right
I gotta stay
now.
up so late.
You do?
Baby.
Because of the baby?
Yeah.
I mean, what if he goes to sleep? You know, got to stay up late.
I passed out for a few hours last night, but I do have to wake up in like
A couple,
like 3.
couple shakes, it'd be asleep quick.
Yeah, you gotta feed it though.
Mm.
It can't go the whole night without being fed. Or it'll fucking die.
What are you doing? What do you feed this thing at this stage of life?
Mainly formula.
No Doritos or nothing?
No,
Oh, okay.
they
Okay.
can't
All
eat
right.
food at all yet.
All right. I mean, I would hook my baby up.
They
but-
can't have water.
I leave
Really?
a handful of carrot sticks in my son's cage.
In your son's
A handful of carrot sticks. And they don't ever choke on them. They say they're going to choke on them. No.
Never happens.
like in
Especially if you
tribes.
push it right down the throat.
In like,
Yes.
in like tribes back in the day, they'd have some lady to nurse it, like a wet nurse lady. You know,
Yeah, she stays plump and ripe all
Someone
day
with
long.
the big jugs.
so it just stays nursing all the time.
Uh-huh.
That's
How
what
does
they
she
would
stay that way?
do. You just don't stop nursing.
Because multiple babies need it, your body produces it, kind of thing. So telepathy is real in a way.
I'm no expert. No, I mean, no, it's just like you keep sucking, it keeps making it.
How are the jugs, by the way?
What about them?
How are they doing?
They're okay.
Still dispensing? Everything's good?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, very
she-
good.
Pumping.
Yeah.
Pumping.
Pumping it into a bottle, saving
Yeah.
it for later. Smart.
Yeah. You have to like pump it to like
You've got to pump it up.
like I'm saying to keep it going.
Like Joe Budden, yeah.
Because you might not suck enough to keep it going. But if you're a lady in a tribe and you got 2 or 3 or 7 or 8 kids sucking on you,
Something weird in your beer. Floating down.
As long as you're keeping it all natural,
Oh, probably
Jack,
a fly or
I'm here
something.
to support you.
Bro.
A fly? Is that a little
mold
little
ball?
fruit fly?
yeah, some sort of ball.
A little added protein to the mix.
I'll be fine.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, but that's in everyone's beer.
What? That's me. It's from the cup. Don't worry about it. It's from the cup.
Is it from the cup? You think I got dirty cups?
I didn't say that. Oh, it's a piece of ash or some weed shit, guaranteed.
Fucking weed shit, man.
Now I'm
Hey,
grossed
even
out. for
Trey
some
doesn't want to smoke anymore. Anybody have a feeling like that?
You don't want to
reason.
smoke
No,
anymore?
no, no, I don't. I pushed. I said
definitely don't have that
to
feeling.
him when he said that.
I definitely
Trey,
don't have that feeling.
we have a Trey Campbell locally.
I love smoking weed.
Dude, I almost brought it up. We have a Trey Campbell who goes on 97.5.
He's a shoe guy.
And he was
right?
talking about 97.5. His name is Trey Campbell.
Is it him?
No, he's the Jamaican guy who was on my song "Addicted."
Oh yeah, he told me.
You know, he was just
I
kind of
love
doing the
that
Jamaican gibberish. I love that song too, man.
I gotta say one thing
That's a
about
hit.
Trey Campbell.
Yep.
I
Which
remember
one?
getting
The one
a
we're talking about
message-
now, or the one we
Jamaican
interviewed?
guy.
Okay.
I remember he was a Bank of America customer of my mom's.
Tell me
And
about this.
They would always
please.
get talking, and he seemed like he talked a lot out of his butt. I'm just
He
gonna
literally
say.
pretends to be a millionaire.
He said
Every
that.
single time he comes
said
to the
that.
studio, he gives me a story about, man, I had to drive this minivan here today because sometimes they'll be like, my keys got knocked behind my dresser for the BMW and the Bentley. And he's not joking. He really wants me to believe that he has Bentleys.
He told
and
my
he's a
mom the
millionaire.
same kind of thing. He would be like, I got a lot of money. And I'd be like, well, how much money was he putting in? And she was like, well, nothing to show that he was a millionaire. I was like, exactly. And then he travels and posts these pictures from Jamaica just because he's probably got
Stop
family
talking
in
about
Jamaica.
this, dude.
No, I'm talking
We're not
about-
live at least,
This
so
is
we can
drill.
cut if we want
This
to.
is drill.
Now, this guy is really
what's
delusional and
drill?
crazy.
This is stuff they shoot people over.
Oh,
Nah,
yeah,
he's
okay.
a Jamaican.
No.
He's like a reggae guy. He's not like a drill
I just
rapper.
wanted to tell my story. It was when I got out of jail,
Mike's drilling right now.
and I
dude.
got a message from this guy saying that he
Oh yeah,
needed
say you were in jail more.
a drummer. I was in jail, dog.
Yes.
We're with the
for
shits.
very crazy stuff.
All I'm saying is he just said, I need a drummer for a part, and it would require, like, it would be a hit single. You'd be touring all over. We'd be playing in Jamaica. We'd be playing here, there. You'd be getting money. And I was
I
like,
just said yes.
I've heard it all.
yeah. Well,
Yes.
just
reply one word. Yes.
I was like, just let me know the details, and I would be happy to record. And then it never came. Nothing happened. But it was like weird proposition all at once because he had met my mom or something.
It doesn't feel right, does it?
No.
He does the same thing to me, and I'm like, I mean, I produce for, yeah, he pays me, so I produce his stuff, and I humor him and everything, and he did sound good on Addicted. I like
that song.
That song is awesome.
Yeah,
and I'm not knocking his musical talent, but I think some people just have to. You fake it till you make it.
Mm-hmm. And we did just do a song for him where he has Buju Benton's sister on it. That's something.
I think I remember that.
It's called Teddy Bear. And then I was actually on WBOC talking about it. No, WDMT. What's that? The ABC
BMT,
one.
I love
WMDT.
MDT.
Downtown.
Yeah, I was on TV talking about it. He hooked it up. He has certain connects, but he's really wants you to believe he's a billionaire, millionaire guy.
I'm hoping when I get my glass blowing thing going, these news people come to me.
Yeah, right?
I need some coverage.
You do need some coverage. You should get on there and let the world know. Jack Armstrong Glass.
You guys remember when we had Cotton Candy Randy on earlier?
Who's this?
It's
Rhett and Link again, Mike?
I know they suck, but listen to Cotton Candy
No, I
Randy.
like Rhett and Link.
Red Bar
Bar says we're allowed to like him. Yeah.
Well, then I'm glad that you guys
Red
are
Bar
giving.
says we should only be watching this. Red Bar said.
And he follows the show on Instagram, so that's
funny that Red Bar said, is it all you should be watching?
Yeah.
For now, don't focus on them. Focus on Cotton Candy Randy. That is literally the guest we had on tonight. Listen to him.
This is the perfect.
And we can have our show where we practice kissing.
It is.
He comes on and does
Or when
homophobic
we
shit.
get girlfriends.
Yeah, right.
Cotton Candy
This
Randy.
is brain
It's
rot,
Scoop.
dude.
Well, he comes on
It's
when they're
pure brain
trying.
rot. Oh, man. Like,
You're right, but
we
you know,
gotta talk, dude.
you know what the worst thing is when I watch Rhett and Link to me is like the waste. These guys sit there and do these food challenges. Well, let's try every chicken sandwich from every expensive and every
I
cheap
like
place
that.
in
That's
LA.
my favorite stuff they do. They did
They take
every
one
They did
bite.
every Little Debbie in a tournament.
They eat
Every
a bite of
Little
that
Debbie.
shit and throw it away. I guess the crew gets to eat the Little Debbie.
What are you
say?
watching this for?
Brain rot.
No, it's good shit. Rhett and Link have been around for so long. Undeniable, really.
You know, the first time I watched Rhett and Link was driving to. It wasn't Tomorrow World though. It was like summer camp.
Oh, wait,
It was
wait.
2016. Or
I'm
something.
thinking of Ratchet and Clank. My bad, guys. Remember Ratchet and Clank?
PlayStation 2 game?
Yeah.
They're remastering
fun.
that.
I was thinking of something
Don't
else.
joke.
When I first got my PlayStation 3, Ratchet and the Clank, whatever the PlayStation 3 game was the first game I got with it, and it was fun.
Ratchet and Clank. I remember Ratchet. I'm glad you all remember that pool.
So, platformer that's not Mario or, something different.
What's the biggest video game franchise? Mario still?
Pokemon.
Pokemon by
Pokemon's the
far.
biggest franchise. Period.
Ever.
Yeah.
Billions over everything else.
But
Billions.
biggest video game franchise? Can you look that up?
Mortal Kombat?
Gears of War. Halo.
No. Biggest video game franchise. What does biggest mean? Most successful? It's just going to pull up Pokemon.
It's
It'd
gonna
be
pull
nice
up
if
Pokemon.
you didn't.
But what are some
Best
other big
selling.
ones?
Mario. What are we silly?
Mario.
Is it going to be Mario?
Mario.
Mario,
Tetris,
Mario.
and then Pokemon.
Think of all the games.
And then GTA, then Call of Duty, then FIFA, then Minecraft, then Wii, then Lego, then The Sims, then Assassin's Creed.
Where's Zelda?
What is Wii?
Where's Zelda?
Oh. Holy shit.
Have you
What?
nerds got that new
The
GTA
Wii
yet?
games, like sports, sold over Lego, The Sims, Assassin's Creed, Final Fantasy, and
Sims.
Sonic the
The
Hedgehog.
Wii sports game is an anomaly on all these lists because it came with every Wii. And the Wii is like the best-selling console of all time by
Is it
far.
really?
Wii sports games, the original, and the Switch ones. The Switch sports is good.
We thought we
Oh,
were in
yeah,
the
when
future.
that came out, we were back on
I
that
bowled every fucking day, and I did it online too, ranked.
Yeah.
Could never make it past like C.
Damn, man.
hard.
Yeah,
shit.
we
What are
was
you doing
cool.
right now? Mike's trying to pull out a gun.
I wanted to show my bag. Give me that zoom.
Yeah, let's do it.
This is going to be great to look back on in the future. And Mike, we're going to be like, Mike, remember when you were rocking that Pokemon corduroy bag?
No, that's
dude?
a cool corduroy bag.
Yeah, because in a year I'll be rocking that Louis Vuitton, dog.
Capstar, huh?
Capstar pins. Check them out. Check out my fashion. But no, there was a tattooer guy that posted on the story that Capstar reposted everyone who got their bags when everyone was getting their bags this week. And he was like, it's perfect. And it fits my gun. And he pulled out a Glock.
God damn.
That's what I
Imagine
want,
getting
a Glock.
shot by a guy who was carrying his Glock in this bag.
We're doing a
45.
card pull, Mike? I see the card pack.
I brought card packs. But yeah, getting shot with a 45 would be great.
If you pull another One Ring, I want to buy it.
Okay, I'll sell it to you for a good price.
$75.
Like, I was thinking better.
Okay, deal.
Man, and back to the Wii. That Wii Christmas, that first Wii Christmas was so huge.
I
man.
got one for Christmas, and I didn't ask for it at all.
Everyone
my parents were
got
like,
it. I didn't, but all my friends got a Wii.
My parents were like, I
It was
guess
the
this is
Furby.
what you get.
They made it.
I wanted a Furby so bad, and I still have my Furby.
You know why?
House
You know
right
why
now.
Nintendo's a goat? Because
Furby.
there was never not enough. There's always enough Nintendo products for
Dude,
everyone.
my mom did some. My mom waited to get me a GameCube, like in the Walmart or Toys R Us, maybe at midnight.
Those GameCube little discs, you remember those?
Great.
Really cool.
GameCube holds up.
Um,
Are you gonna open both of those?
yes.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Mike's gonna pull some stuff for me.
If I open a One Ring, you have to buy it off my Whatnot stream, but I'll sell it to you for $50.
There's a GameCube
Deal.
line
And we'll make
in,
a big fucking
Still
thing about
Tipping,
it.
isn't there?
What's
Still
that?
Tipping, they talk about the GameCube. It really,
Still tipping?
I remember it reached the rap lexicon for a while there.
Is that Gucci shades up in my braids and my Escalade?
That's
Yeah.
Gucci shades.
Uh-huh. I think they have a GameCube line. with a couple raps.
sipping.
Mike Jones.
Mike Jones.
What is that? The burr me
And Lil
sample?
Flip.
The burr me.
It's just an awesome violin sample they found.
Play the song, please.
What does he say about a GameCube? GameCube, Nintendo, 5% tint so you can't see up in my window.
Yes.
can't see
There
up
you
in
go.
my
Jack,
window.
man, Jack's good at pulling songs.
Yeah.
I'm a
Yeah.
DJ. I can't pull the songs like that.
The
the lyrics,
For some
at
reason,
least.
I remember lyrics to songs for forever.
What's the name of that song? Because I'm listening to that on the way home.
Still
loudly.
tipping.
Still
Still
tipping by
tipping.
Mike Jones.
Tipping on fofos, wrapped in fofos, whatever the fuck he
Wrapped in
says.
fofos,
Wrapped
yeah.
in fofos.
I got the cheapest Toyota Tacoma they make, and boy, the speakers, not great.
Oh,
How are the speakers in your car?
pretty good, but I would like to get some
not- come on,
Pioneer,
they're not that great, right?
some
Yeah.
knockers. Wrapped in fofos.
The highest trim Toyotas get a JBL kit. So they all have JBL all over.
Yeah, take it to Best Buy
My car doesn't sound
today.
that good.
No,
Tonight.
dude, I was looking online to buy the speakers. It's so cheap.
Kicker?
And you know what I mean? Just to buy the speakers and put them in. And you know how easy that is? It's like 3 screws and then
And
Really?
it
one
will
plug.
sound better without an amp.
So if I buy
off the
speakers,
gate.
you'll install
Yeah.
it for me, Jack?
I looked it up. The head of my thing has enough.
Your Corolla will do the same thing. You will, if you just do speakers, they will sound better. But if you just add an amp,
Oh yeah,
you'll get even more.
just an
out of
amp
it.
to the regular speakers. Okay,
An amp
I
to the
have an
regular
amp.
speakers?
no way, right?
Dude, you should make your Corolla what my Corolla was. I have the amp in my sub, and all you have to do is buy door speakers and a wire kit.
I can see myself trading in soon though, so I'll wait a little bit longer.
It's
do they
taking
get?
up room in my
Another
closet.
Corolla, newer and better
Have you
Corolla.
seen the new ones?
Yeah, dude,
No.
they're sick. Sport. I'll look them
No,
up
you know
after
what
we
you should
rip.
get? A Camry.
A Camry, okay, that's a little bigger, right?
Yeah.
A little bigger.
And a nicer engine.
I mean, sometimes I'm traveling around with this DJ gear and it's stuffed in there. It's crazy. It's ridiculous.
Maybe we should get an SUV.
Maybe.
Like a 4Runner.
Maybe.
4Runner.
Now I like a sedan.
Really?
I do. So easy to drive a sedan.
You don't
not that
drive
it's
a
not that it's
sedan.
hard to drive it.
You don't drive a
SUV.
sedan. You drive a
I've driven
compact
many
car.
big.
Oh, shit.
I drove one of those cars for a long time. I ain't no sedan.
Okay, so yeah, so technically I got a compact, right?
Yes.
Okay. So
should
I
drive
can park in a compact lot.
You have a 4-door car.
I mean space.
Yeah, a Corolla is tiny, dude. I used to
I used to
weave.
drive an Impala.
I didn't think I could.
That's
My
a sedan.
Subaru is like an extra 3 feet longer than that car.
There's a whole extra spot I can
Your
park in.
Subaru is...
It's long. I was looking at it from the 3rd floor of the beach house and like
It's still
look-
tiny, though.
my sister drives a CRV. My car is long. I was like, holy fuck.
CRV is way more space inside, though.
And it's insane. It's shorter. Well, they're about the same, but my cars look so goddamn long.
How's your sister like the CRV with the baby seat?
Good.
Okay.
She doesn't
We
drive
need
that
to-
Suburban
We need to
anymore.
get Samantha a car, so...
And they don't put the baby seat
Okay.
in LJ's car.
I
'cause
want
it's a
to. I
2-year.
mean, I want to get a Sequoia, but we. Who
So
can
all
afford-
y'all
you gotta
got
be
is a
rich to
pickup truck.
afford that.
That's all you got is a pickup truck
In the Element.
and the Element.
But her Element's is newer and better furbished.
I took it to the shop yesterday and was like, "It's making a noise up here, and
we
the
have a
brakes
baby.
feel funny, and we have a baby." And they're like, "There's nothing wrong with the car." I was paranoid and took it to the shop.
Oh
Cause,
wow.
Cause I've been driving my
Well,
brand.
get an oil change. And
Yeah, I
call
mean,
it
I've
a
been
day.
driving my brand new truck for the past however, and then I got in her car from 2008. I was like, "It's falling apart." I was like, "Holy shit!"
Yeah, mine feels like it's falling apart a little bit. So I get that. Charlie, are you
Yeah, it's
okay?
my fault. Go ahead,
Charlie, are you
rip that
okay?
shit because I got to.
Charlie, are you okay? Are you okay,
I might
Charlie?
go to the store on the way home.
Yeah, it's a crazy Sunday night. Gotta get home on this crazy
Yeah,
Sunday
that's true.
night.
We are on a Sunday right now.
There's a crazy alien invasion happening on the Sunday night.
Open the back.
All right. We're going to start with Ixalan.
All right, we got to do the Zoom. Let me get the Slack going.
I'm trying to think what I really want out of here the most.
Jeff Goldblum.
Have you seen
I don't think
his
Jeff
new
Goldblum,
series?
aren't they just in the Secret Layers?
Probably.
He's got that series where he's Greek gods and stuff. It's a very good series. Go check it out.
You said
Season 1. It's very good.
I had another coworker tell me that it was good too.
Love it. I loved it.
I think there's one Jeff Goldblum. It's not a Secret Lair. Can't remember which one though. Ooh, our card.
I know this card.
What is that? I can't read it.
Captivating cave, land.
Wait, Captain Caveman? That's cool.
Captain Caveman.
Why is it foil?
I don't know. Primordial Gnawer.
Foiled again.
Let's go through the commons quick.
The comments?
Death
The
Cat
commons.
Marionette was what I just pulled. I'm going to be reading after I place down. Blood Rage Mycoid.
Vampire Spirit.
Echo of Dusk. Vampire Spirit. You were correct, Kevin. Hurl into History. Bloodhorn Flail. And we're into the uncommons now. Confounding Riddle. These are all looking pretty dumb. Oh, that one looks good. Lodestone Needle. What do we got here, though? It's a green guy. Hackball of the Surging Soul.
I'm a green guy.
I'm a green guy.
Hey, I'm
I'm
Merfolk.
a
That's
black
cool.
guy.
Sunken Citadel. That's a cool cave.
Citadel's a cool word.
Sunken Citadel's good.
And Cartographer's Companion, another foil common.
Okay.
Hey, that's good too.
Man, you remember that bozo was supposed to be on our show last week? I wanted to talk to him about some sports cards. He was into sports cards. You remember that from his
Why
interview?
didn't he want to renew?
He didn't want to renew or nothing, yeah.
That's because I was like, tonight I was like, is he coming back on? Or
Nah, we got someone better. We got Trey Campbell.
He was cool. That kid's cool. I wonder how old he is.
This Merfolk's cool.
Yeah, I like the look of it.
Merfolks are sweet. Oh, there you go.
We've been making good impressions on people. I think Trey liked us. He would have yapped.
All these are good. There's some cards that help you for the amount of caves you have and stuff, and that deck has a bunch of caves.
Hell yeah.
I mean, that set.
When's the last time y'all went to the card store?
Last
Recently,
week.
I need to go tomorrow because I need to get a blue box.
They have a lot of good boxes. They have Boulder, the Return to Earth ones like you like.
I like those because they're cheap and cool.
They have them. I like them too. And I saw a YouTube guy say how they like, you look at them and it looks like they have this thing where they're like in, but the cards fit perfectly. Doesn't matter.
Do you have the Boulder plus
got another
tray
one?
at all?
Lord of the Rings. What?
Boulder plus tray. I have one of those too. It's like a deck box that snaps onto a tray where you're supposed to put dice and stuff in the bottom.
I want one.
Trey Campbell.
I have a clear one.
I want one.
It came with my deck that I got for $35. Go ahead.
I
Lord of the
want
Rings.
one of those really.
Ooh, Gandalf's on the cover.
When I went to the local comic store, I just got some. I get card sleeves because I run streams now, and I go through penny sleeves like a motherfucker. All right, Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, show me which ones are the perfect fits over there.
The perfect fits are right at the register. The Dragon Shield perfect fits, and then
How much do they cost? $9?
$2.99, and then the penny sleeves are $1.99. It might be $4.99.
Okay. I need to get some
Whoa.
perfect fits.
It's a guy. It's a dwarf art card. Oh, I love these lands. The Lord of the Rings lands are just pieces of map from Lord of the Rings. You gotta love it. Eastmark Cavalier, Westfold Rider, Esquire of the King,
Human Soldier.
Knights of Dol Amroth.
Human Knight.
I love how you read the sub part. Shortcut to Mushrooms.
Enchantment.
And I brought cards because I saw you
Shortcut to
add
mushrooms. That's sick.
I could add this in my food deck.
Yep.
I only brought more cards because you put card rips in our thing, and I appreciate it. I'll bring more every time. Ring Sight. Sorcery. That's cool. Fiery Inscription. I have one of these already. A Voracious Fell Beast.
Drake Black.
Beast.
Full art. Yeah.
Nice.
Another extended Many Partings. Oh, cool.
I told you they're gay, dude.
Yeah, that
Cool.
that is intimate.
That's Frodo and Samwise, right?
It's a
Damn.
land search
Is that
card,
right?
and you create a
What the
food
fuck
token
are
with
they
it.
doing?
That's going in my food deck.
What?
Search for a library for a basic land and reveal it, and then put it in your hand, and then shuffle, and then create a food token. My food deck's gonna actually probably be the one I focus
You
on.
might already have that in there, but that's just a fool.
Moria Marauder, rare.
Goblin Warrior seems nice.
Ents Fury, common foil, and Smog. What? Token Smog. That's cool. Token legendary creature. It's Smog.
Smog is the dragon from Hobbit, right?
Yeah, but why is he in Lord of the Rings?
Because
it's
Hobbit.
Smog.
Oh, that's a little too much.
All right, well.
Hey, yeah, we opened more cards, and next week, don't worry, I'll bring some like booby cards or something.
Yeah.
We need to get we can't rip them live. If I got those one cards that we saw. Then we saw these Amazon cards that were like.
Can you get like some Baywatch cards or something cool?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We probably can.
Some
You
Baywatch.
could definitely get some vintage football cards.
I saw some vintage Jurassic Park cards floating around.
Some Carmen Electra, something like that.
Okay.
But yeah, Jurassic Park. That's cool too, though. I like that.
You want some Carmen Electra?
Maybe Hercules, the animated movie.
Hercules.
All right. Well, thanks for watching.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Have a great week.
We had Trey Campbell, who's cool.
I don't
He was
have the
very
Romeo
cool.
show ready to play. We're just going to have crinkle sounds for the outro.
ASMR.
Thanks for tuning in.
He'll pay lots of money for that. Dude. You're killing the headphone users.
Yeah, that's really loud, surprisingly. We out of here?
There you go.
We outta here?
Yeah, man.
Later, guys. Till next time. Every Sunday.
I got to go to Target.